To download the data that we'll be working with in this video, click on the hyperlink given in the text above this video. Don't use Internet Explorer. Chrome, Safari, or Firefox should all work fine. After you click on the hyperlink, it will take you to a page that looks like this. Go ahead and copy all of the text on this page by first selecting all of it, and then hitting Control-C on a PC or Command-C on a Mac. Then go to a simple text editor like Notepad on a PC or TextEdit on a Mac and paste what you just copied into the text editor with Control-V on a PC or Command-V on a Mac. Then go ahead and save this file as the name movielens.txt for text. Save this somewhere that you can easily navigate to in R. Now let's switch to R and load our data. First, in your R console, navigate to the directory where you just saved that file. And click OK. Now to load our data, we'll be using a slightly different command this time. Our data is not a CSV file, it's a text file, where the entries are separated by a vertical bar. So we'll call our data set movies, and then we'll use the read.table function, where the first argument is the name of our data set in quotes. The second argument is header equals false. This is because our data doesn't have a header or variable name row. And then the next argument is SEP for separator equals, and in quotes, the vertical bar, which can be found above the Enter key on your keyboard. We need one more argument, which is quote equals, and then a double quote, a backslash, and then two double quotes. Close the parentheses and hit Enter. That last argument just made sure that our text was read in properly. Let's take a look at the structure of our data using the str function. We have 1,682 observations of 24 different variables. Since our variables didn't have names, header equaled false, R just labeled them with V1, V2, V3, etc. But from the MovieLens documentation, we know what these variables are, so we'll go ahead and add in the column names ourselves. To do this, start by typing COL names for column names, and then in parentheses the name of our dataset, movies, and then equals, and we'll use the C function, where we're going to list all of the variable names, each of them in double quotes, and separated by commas. So first we have ID, the ID of the movie, then title, release date, video release date, IMDb, unknown, this is the unknown genre, and then our 18 other genres: action, adventure, animation, children's, comedy, crime, documentary, drama, fantasy, film noir, horror, musical, mystery, romance, sci-fi, thriller, war, and western. Go ahead and close the parentheses and hit Enter. Let's see what our data looks like now using the str function again. We can see that we have the same number of observations and the same number of variables, but each of them now has the name that we just gave. We won't be using the ID, release date, video release date, or IMDb variables, so let's go ahead and remove them. To do this, we type the name of our dataset, movies, $, the name of the variable we want to remove, and then just say equals null in capital letters. This will just remove the variable from our dataset. Let's repeat this with release date, video release date, and IMDb. And there are a few duplicate entries in our dataset, so we'll go ahead and remove them with the unique function. So just type the name of our dataset, movies, and then unique, and in parentheses, movies. Let's take a look at our data one more time. Now we have 1,664 observations, a few less than before, and 20 variables: the title of the movie, the unknown genre label, and then the 18 other genre labels. In this video, we've seen one example of how to prepare data taken from the internet to work with it in R. In the next video, we'll use this dataset to cluster our movies using hierarchical clustering.